What's up, guys? Bob.bob.the.gamer here, coming at you with some more Edison top deck lists. Today we have NAWCQ 2025's Edison top deck list. Check it out. Number one, first place, we got Adam Mott on Blackwings. It looks fairly standard. He's on one dust in the main, which is unique. I kind of like that. The summon stops for Blackwings are kind of like their biggest issues. He's on triple draw trap. I know it's kind of like 2 or 6 has typically been like the thing recently, but he's on 3. He said it helps him find balance and consistency. He's only on 1 Vayu. He is on Gores, and he's playing Miststorm over Armor Master. And then the only other unique thing really is the Dark Illusion in the extra deck, or excuse me, the side deck. So I like that card a lot. It's pretty good. It's a good side for frogs. And he's already maining Solemn Judgment. So congrats to Adam. Way to go, man. Congrats on getting first at Nats. Alright, up next, we got Nicholas Wagner Jr. He was first after Swiss, actually, but he ended up getting second place in Top Cut. So he's obviously on Hero Frog here. So interesting things is that he's on the same deck list as Dirk Wagner was from YCS Houston, and he's 1 card different from Robert Scarpelli Jr. From YCS Houston. That 1 card is specifically 2 Elemental Gaias versus 1 Thought Ruler, but at any rate, he's not on any Dupe Frogs. Again, I don't know that this is correct. I think that Dupe Frog is good. It's one of the most annoying parts about playing against frogs, any frog list. So I don't know that that's correct to cut that. 1 Death Frog and 3 Upstarts. That's pretty much all the unique stuff. Flip-flops on the side, triple needle sealing. I would be interested to know how those perform for him, but congrats to Nicholas. Alright, moving on. We got third place. So we got Alec Baldwin. It's Alex Baldwin? Oh, my bad. Alright, we got Alex Baldwin on Vayu Turbo. He was 6th after Swiss. So he's basically on the Sizzle 41, only it's 40 because he moved charge to the side. So a couple interesting things to note is that he is siding the 3rd Greffer, and he is siding Cold Wave, kind of that a true hero special. Extra deck looks literally the same as all of the Vayus. He is siding Lightning Vortex, but that's not uncommon. And then the Transmigration Prophecy is a bit different. So congrats to Alex Baldwin, and way to go, man. Way to make top 3. I know I've seen your name before. Up next, we got Elijah Robinson on this quote-unquote plant frog deck, which to me is a very silly name because it only runs 2 Dandelion for plants. But so it's basically like the Frog Monarchs, but it's got the Sphere of Chaos to search out either the Dandelion or the Junk Synchron. For those of you that don't know, Sphere of Chaos, once per turn, it can't be destroyed in battle. And when it's tribute summoned, you add 1 level 3 monster from your deck to your hand. So it's just kind of another way to abuse Treeborn and get pluses with like Swap Frog, rebouncing it, things like that. Couple cool things to note is that he's on 5 discard traps. It seems like a pretty good ratio, especially being able to get the Dandelions. 2 Light and Darkness Dragon, 2 Soul, and 2 Enemy Controller. I think that those ratios are pretty decent. I like that. Congrats to Elijah. I actually, one of my round losses in the RBT Indianapolis was against a Sphere of Chaos Frog player. But that one played Ultimate Offering. I'll get you the deck list for that too. Alright, moving on to the top 8. So this is probably one of the most deck lists, or one of the best deck lists that I am super excited for. So this is a Dark Gaia Hero deck list, right? So this is super cool. So the long and short of this is you need Rocks and Fiends in order to make Dark Gaia, which basically just gives you a gigantic dude that negates slip effects. He's like Tokens and Raico's worst nightmare. Basically how this deck works is he's using the Prisma engine, which he's on Stratos, 3 Prisma, 2 E-Call. I'm sorry, 1 Roto, 1 E-Call. He's using Multiple Piece Golem to dump Big Piece Golem. He's using Terra Firma to dump Ocean. He's using Malicious Fiend to dump Malicious Edge. And then he's playing a couple random one-offs, right, like a Jujitsu Master. And then he can also send the Grand Mole with Grand Neos. It's not ideal, but if you need to get a Rock Engrave, you need to get a Rock Engrave. He also is obviously running 2 Miracle Fusions, so the benefit of being able to get Ab-Zero out, which is one of the best boss monsters in the format. Pretty cool list. I would be interested to see how the Super Polys did. I know in his video, which is linked down in the description below, He mentioned that he would probably cut back to 1 Super Poly. But, I mean, it's a good card. And he's got heroes. He's got some waters. I mean, if his Dark Gaia gets bottomless or something and they have, like, a water route, you can chain Super Poly and make, like, an Ab-Zero. That's kind of cool. So, congrats to Nicholas Irak. Sorry if I butchered that, bro. Congratulations on top 8. Up next, we got Oscar Zelaya. You know how you can tell? Because he's running up Star Goblin. So, Oscar was on Vayu Turbo. I know he's going into the direction of 1 Caius with Chaos Sorcerer. He said that's kind of helping his consistency. He's on 2 Grepher in this version. He goes back on 2 and 3. He's on 1 Hamster, 3 Ryko, 1 Lila with Charge. He said he's not sure about the Charge or the Lila, but, you know, Lila's not bad by any means. Interestingly enough, he did not main either Deck Dev or Royal Oppression in this list, as you can see. Nor did he play Gores at all. I know that he was talking about he might cut Crow. He says Crow has not been very good for him, and he's considering upping Dinah to 3rd because he really wants to see it against like Frog Hero and stuff and the combo decks. And sometimes 2 just isn't enough. He also sided MST, so congrats to Oscar, another top for him. I was bummed you didn't get to make it to the RBT, man, but you know I heard Dark End and I was like, oh, he's totally going over there. Don't blame you at all. Dark End would have been sick. Up next, we got Andreas Reyes. Sorry, I butchered that, bro. I'm sorry. Anyway, he's on Glad Beast. So, interesting things to note is that he's only on 1 Darius. With a Prisma build, you typically see 2 Darius. He's maining a Hoplimus, which is very uncommon. I guess he just wanted the additional thing for Blackwings. You know, even Sirocco without a pump can't get over that, so that's kind of nice. He's not on any Shrinks at all, and he's on 1 Chariot main, 1 Chariot side. That, to me, is crazy. This is one of the best cards in the deck. I understand you can recycle it, but you got to see it first. So, I don't know. He's on 2 Sam Knights, so maybe he was getting that off. I know some Glad Beast players have been moving to 2 Sam Knight because they don't want their Test Tiger dead off a cat. But, you know, it's the little micro things, right? And he's on 3 Gladiator Beast Respite, just for consistency purposes, I would guess. Side deck, he's got 2 Trap Hole, just for Blackwings, and Hero Beat, I'm guessing, is 2 of the deck's worst matchups. And he's got a whole lot of back row hate. And then another cool deck list, this is Carlos Umbria. He's on Diva Hero Beat. So a couple really crazy things to me is that it mains Cyber Dragons. Sometimes you see that, but it's not super common. And there's no Honest in the build at all. So I don't think I've ever seen a Hero Beat list with no Honest. I would personally be playing around that if I was playing against this deck. So that's pretty cool. He's on Ocean and Bubble Man, which is kind of interesting. I guess he just... I don't know. I guess he just liked those ratios. I don't really know why you would do Ocean and a Bubble Man. I guess because you wanted to. But they're both elemental heroes and they're both waters, so it can't be that bad, right? He is on 2 Compulse in the main, 2 Super Poly in the sideboard, and 2 Light and Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors. So, pretty cool. It's nice to see kind of Hero Beat making a slight comeback, you know? I mean, I know there was like 24 decks over the weekend, but Hero Beat getting up there is pretty cool. Alright, guys. Well, those are your top 8 deck lists from Nats from Indianapolis 2025. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Check out one of my other videos floating around here, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.